I'm on a mission, put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. It's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Tannehill on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A first down throw for Mills. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's bat things out.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On play action, Mills. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mills. Being chased out left. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Off the play fake, Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. On first down, Tannehill. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Tannehill trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mills throw here, taken in by Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 1st and 10, Mills. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 50 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a give to Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A give for Taylor running right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tannehill. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Mills, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. A pivot and a give to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. In motion goes the tight end. On second and 11 now. Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, charging a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action now, Mills. He's able to find Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right.
To throw is Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's caught by Myers. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Tannehill throwing again, and brought in downfield by Burks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight right. Hip.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tannehill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On play action, Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mills, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play fake, Mills. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sanders' kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Off the play fake, Mills. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Open man is Myers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He finds Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Let's go. Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type.
vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give my life for the noise. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow, with a backbone sure. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. Pain at the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably feed the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. Yeah. That's just for the moment. Outside there going forward. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on it, they do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we like the checks. Now floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends tee, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of troops that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to Whittles peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow, where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably feed the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil. Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been in prison. Don't worry, more no cases been. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, ain't I?
Hey, shut up! Shut up! Hey! Shut up! Oh, what? Shut up! Let's go. Hey! Shut up! Hey! Shut up! Hey, Alpha, shut up!
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for 2, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my I swing dependent. If it's bad, let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level, maintaining the building. We make
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
Jackson now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Vikings nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line. And And Walker now to throw on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
19 tight.
First down, Walker. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's able to find Melton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal. At the 7-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Bo Melton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turn. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
Here's Walker throwing after the interception. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this defense for the Commanders very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Walker. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
The score, Commanders 28, Vikings nothing.
On the jump.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now, Walker.
2nd and 6.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Walker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence?
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Let's go now.
Pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Commanders' 41-yard line.
To throw is Walker. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Walker. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun here, Walker flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Walker. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Walker's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenyon Drake, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. And this is going to be incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries, and 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Now it's Jackson.
At the Vikings 44-yard line.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On third down, Jackson. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson will throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. It's really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
4th down, Walker. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Commanders 35. Vikings 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Walker. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Now, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to break. Not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's the backup Cousins. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
To throw, Cousins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
First down, Hal to throw. He's able to find Melton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Complete to Paul Melton. It's a pickup of 6.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 4. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
It's a gain of 6. And the Commanders first down.
On first down, Howell. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
22 yards. First down.
And once more, Howell back to the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Complete to Paul Milton.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Sheen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Taking it right down Broadway. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on second down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing. Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, kid!
Now Cousins. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at Samuel. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Joey Sly for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 70. Vikings 12.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Cousins now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Washington,
too.